NOX classification framework, clearance level, Codex 1.
A null origin experience, or NOX, is a subjective event that cannot be validated against known memory sources, sensory perception, or dream activity, and deviates from the established narrative structure. 5 classification levels are used to assess resonance, risk, and impact. The following material is reconstructed via VISIO-REM and approved for internal training. Classification NOX 1. Status latent. This represents the lowest observable level of narrative deviation. The subject remains unaware of the distortion. It may, for example, manifest as a coffee cup that never stops steaming, or a reflection in a mirror that doesn't quite sync with the subject's movements. These sequences often feel dreamlike, but are quickly ignored or forgotten. Classification NOX 2. Status active. The subject perceives an anomaly but cannot explain it. Example: a family on a couch, all smiling, in perfect synchrony, or several strangers at a bus stop, all wearing identical jackets. The environment remains unchanged, but reality feels staged. Classification NOX 3. Status recursive. The subject begins identifying patterns. Events begin to repeat. Example: men in suits crossing a street, identical in appearance and movement, or white cars, motionless, aligned in the same direction. The experience feels real, but is no longer linear. Classification NOX 4. Status resonant. Reality begins responding to the subject. The environment adjusts. Example: a man sits on a couch, but his family has been replaced by mannequins, or a dinner scene where everyone around the table are markers. In some cases, a corridor with no end, repeating doorways with no exit. Classification NOX 5. Status rupture class. At this stage, the narrative collapses. The subject can no longer sustain reality. Common indicators include electromagnetic fields affecting the subject's molecular structure, light bending inward, shadows cast in the wrong direction, a body whose physical manifestation is disintegrating, often accompanied by severe convulsions. In the event of a NOX 5, Field Unit 9 is activated by OPSREM for immediate isolation, documentation, and narrative restoration. The event is classified under Codex R and archived in MNR-1978.
End of training module VR-SP-05.